Hi.
Hi, I have a special guest on. My name is Jay Rizzo. Lisa, she'll be the guest on today. So if you guys don't know who I am Jay Rizzo. My channel is The Recovery Warrior. I ask brothers and sisters to come on and to tell their story of being in recovery and the wonderful life they live today. And without further ado, I'll pass the camera to Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Van Oot, and I am an addict in recovery and an alcoholic in recovery. My sobriety date is June 17th of 2012, and my story started back when I was in high school, and I started drinking on the weekends when I was 13 and 14 and 15, and I'd party with my friends and just drinking like that was all there was to do in our small town. And
Where was your town at?
Richardson, North Dakota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I went to college, and I drank in college on the weekends, and then I got married, and I continued to drink, and I was gambling then, and I quit gambling 22 years ago, and
Was gambling a problem for you back then?
it was a big problem for me. Yeah.
Like, did you sell everything just to keep it going, or
Yes.
lost it all for gambling?
I lost it all for gambling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did you do to overcome that problem?
I went to Gambler's Choice.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
It is a place where you can get treatment.
Oh, okay. It's like rehabilitation for gamblers.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what did you do after that? I mean, did you complete treatment and you were pretty much...
I completed treatment, and then I was started drinking again, and then I got into drugs, and I started doing meth, and I instantly became addicted to meth.
Yeah.
And
Highly addictive.
yes.
Yeah.
And
was that the only drug you dabbled in?
yeah, that was about the only drug.
Meth,
I tried the other ones, but I didn't like them.
Oh, yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I started doing meth, and I was in Grafton, North Dakota, and I stayed there for 2 years, and then I moved to Fargo, North Dakota, and that's when I started getting arrested. And I got arrested a whole bunch of times.
For what?
For possession of meth and for delivery of meth.
Drug-related charges, huh?
Yes.
I see.
And possession of paraphernalia. And the cops told me, either you get your stuff together or you're going to have a rap sheet a mile long.
Yeah.
And I ended up with a rap sheet a mile long. So,
what did you do after that?
I was continuing to work. I tried to be a functional addict. And I didn't do so hot at that because the drugs ended up overtaking me. And
did you go back to treatment for that?
I went back to treatment. I went to treatment. My family did 3 interventions on me.
Oh, okay.
To get me into treatment.
So it took the third time to finally get you to go unwillingly?
Yes,
or?
unwillingly.
I'll go.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah. Did that work? Did the treatment third stint work?
The third stint worked. That was my first treatment, and that was a nice treatment. It was at Jamestown, and it lasted 30 days, and I learned a lot about addiction. But I continued to use. I relapsed 7 times before I got it, and I went to prison twice. The second time I went from 2012 to 2014, and
was it just from your extensive record that they put you in there for 2 years?
yes.
Yeah.
And for delivery.
Oh, just charges?
I got 10 years with 5 suspended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For delivery of a ½ gram of meth.
Wow. They got you.
Yeah, they did.
What did you do after that? After the prison stint?
Then I started working at a grocery store, and when I was at the grocery store for 4 years, I decided to go back to school to become an addiction counselor. And I had a degree in psychology from 1991, and
How long did it take to get your degree? Like schooling completely, like how many years in school do you have?
It took me 4 years of my psychology degree and then another five classes after that for my LAC.
Okay. Awesome. So after that, did you acquire a job in the recovery field, or?
Yeah, I did. I got a job at Heartview.
Okay. So is the Heartview, what is Heartview for our viewers out there who don't know?
Heartview is a recovery center for people with alcohol and drug addiction problems. And it's a big agency.
Do they offer long-term treatment, or how many days of treatment?
30 days treatment.
That's usually the average?
Yeah.
Or can you go longer?
That's the average.
It is? Okay. I see.
Yeah.
So how is it working at Heartview? I mean, is it pretty...
It's good.
It's a good environment?
It's a great environment. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of residents I see, not residents, past residents that are in the rooms today. The rooms, I'm talking about the AA, NA program that, gone through Heartview, and they seem pretty decent, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's been a good program for them, like
Yes.
life-changing.
It's an excellent program.
Yeah. So how long have you been working there?
5.5 years.
Awesome. Yeah, and then, okay, we'll get to the question parts of the segment. So, what is your perception of a higher power?
My higher power is God to me.
God.
Yes.
Okay. How has it evolved today compared to back when you first acquired a higher power?
I've always believed in God, and when I'm using God wasn't in my life that much. I just prayed to Him.
Yeah. Did you grow up in a religious home?
I did. My
You did?
mom took us to church every Sunday. I'm Catholic.
Okay. So it didn't steer you clear as you got older into adulthood away from the church? You just stuck on to what you knew
Yes.
with the church? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because for me it was I was forced to go to church as a child, and it just steered me away. It steered me the other way.
Yeah.
And I'm Native American. I didn't go a cultural way either. Like I was just a lost being trying to do it on my own. You know what I mean? So when I found addiction, I found substances, I thought I found the way. You know what I mean? And I just went with it, and I just hit a wall every time. And, now I just understand a higher power as something that will help me through the day. Whether it be good or bad, I gotta find that balance.
Yes.
Is it kind of the same for you?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, the second question I have is, obviously you believe in God, right?
Yes.
How do you perceive a God? Like, what does He look like to you, or what is it?
My God, I pray to every night and every morning, and He's always with me, and I firmly believe that He's helped me through all of my difficulties.
So, yeah, you're Catholic, right? Okay,
Yes.
I wear this. I believe it's one of Jesus' saints. It's Saint Christopher, holy patron of travelers. Protect me and lead me safely on my journey. Do you know anything about that? Saint Christopher? I mean, I wear this just in case, like, something happens bad to me. Like, I mean, he helps me on my journey, whether it may be, like, I'm always scared I get in a car accident and I don't survive. As long as I'm wearing this, I don't know, it's just something that helps me, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a Saint Christopher, I know it's part of the Catholic Church, but like I said, it was shoved down my throat, so I don't know. But I'm still, like, I believe in Jesus, but I don't worship Him. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know He's there. People worship Him. Millions of people worship Jesus. I have a rosary hanging up right there. Yeah. But it's just something I carry around with me. I mean, if you guys ever wondered out there, it's a Saint Christopher, medallion. It's pretty cool. I just love the story of Saint Christopher, how he helped that little guy across the river, the Raging River, and when he was in trouble. So, like, today, do you teach the church to your residents in treatment?
I just encourage church and religion. I encourage nature walks where you're walking with your higher power.
So you like going on walks?
Yes.
Do you like pick up like pretty rocks and stuff like that? Like God shots is what I like to call them.
Oh yeah.
Because I like going on walks too, and if I see something cool, I'll pick it up. You know what I mean? Like a rock or.
And I participate in RAD, which is Runners Against Destructive Decisions, and they run every every weekend and every Thursday night
Yeah.
in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Where do they run it?
At the Saratoga Park,
Okay.
and then at the Hub Recovery Center on Thursday nights at 6.
Wow, awesome. Is that a big following? Is there a lot of people that do that?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that.
Yeah. Well, that'd be cool. I mean, if I could put it in the description down there, would you mind?
No, yeah, that'd be great.
I put the information of my guests, I put them down below, and if they want to get a hold of you or the situations or whatever you're talking about, they can click on the link, so to speak.
Yes.
So I'll do that. Yeah,
Yes.
that's cool. We'll put that out there. That's awesome. Okay, so here's another question. So do you talk to your God?
Yes, I talk to my
So
God.
I know it's kind of a silly question, but I'd like to know that when he talks back to you, or when you feel that being talking back to you, what does he sound like?
He's soothing and calm.
Really?
Yes.
Like serenity, like serene?
Serene.
Just the calming, it calms you down from
Yes.
when you're just, that's cool. That's awesome. I had to ask that too because one of the guys out there he asked that question. It was a good question. It's like, so when God talks to you, what does he talk in your voice? You know, or what does he sound like? You know?
No.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's something totally different. That's cool. I've always wanted to ask my guests that. Okay, so where were you when you decided to finally turn your life around?
I was in prison.
Were you?
I spent 2 years in prison and I got my priorities straight.
Okay.
My family came and visited me every week when I was in prison, and they brought my daughter, and sometimes they brought my son. And right now my son is 29 years old, and he's also in recovery, and he's doing awesome. And I have a 17-year-old daughter who's doing incredible.
Cool.
And my children are success stories, and not because of me.
Yeah. They're to each their own, you know?
Yeah.
So were you like sitting in your jail cell one day and you're like, I'm tired of this.
I'm tired. This is enough.
Yeah. So you just gave up.
I just gave up. I turned it over.
There you go.
And yeah, when I was 5 years sober, that's when I went back to school.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And within those 5 years, did you still dabble in addiction?
Oh, using?
Yeah.
No, I've been clean for 12 years and 2 months.
All right. I understand that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Congratulations.
Thank
I like
you.
that. Yeah. Lead by example.
Yes.
So, how did you find a path to a better life once you figured it out?
Well, working at Heartview was really helpful for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a recovery community, and being there for the clients and being a role model for them really helped me a lot.
Almost like being a sponsor, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I sponsor 3 people.
Awesome. That's awesome. So are you in an NA program or AA?
AA.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I do too, the AA program. Here's just an off question. So what do you think about the thought of other civilizations on other planets?
I don't know about that.
You didn't think that far?
No.
Way out there?
You tell me.
You're just grounded
Yes.
here on Earth?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering, there has to be other life out there. You know what I mean? Because we see
so.
stars moving, we see it on the TV, but it's just like, to me, I don't think the technology, we're not there yet. There has to be other beings out there. If you ever watch videos about heavens and other civilizations, other planets, we're not there yet. I do believe there is other civilizations out there.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you?
No.
You never thought of it?
I never thought of it.
I think there is, though. I have brothers out there, he's probably going to be watching this, that he believes the Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat.
I don't believe the Earth is flat. I think it's a planet. He calls it something else. I don't know. I'm going to have to, he was on my show. I'm going to have to ask him back on. We're going to talk a little bit further about that. But it's just intriguing for me because I'm at a point in my life where I believe in spirits and spiritual energies, and because I'm older now, and I don't know if I have one step in the grave compared to a 20-year-old, but I just know there's a different perspective out there. Like I believe in energies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe in good and bad energies.
Yes.
Like if I hear a noise, if I see something move on its own, I don't get scared. Like when I was a kid, I used to get scared. Like as a ghost, I'm gonna run, I'm scared. But now it's like, okay, maybe there's something there that's not in our dimension. That's what I believe. It's just weird. Being sober and a different mindset now, I just believe there's more to life than just a three-dimensional life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, okay, so when you read the big book, there's a term in there, rocketed into the fourth dimension. What is the fourth dimension to you?
Boy, I don't have an answer for that.
You don't?
No.
Okay, I believe the fourth dimension it's a newfound way of life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I explained it, I'm trudging up this road of just trying to be sober, trying to get this recovery lifestyle, and as soon as I hit that peak, obviously I'm going through the big book and steps. When I hit that peak, and I found a higher power, there's like a whole new perspective of life. Like I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be okay. It doesn't matter what happens. If I lose my leg, I'm gonna be okay. And I believe, to me, that's the fourth dimension.
Okay.
Like there's a whole new perspective of life, not being clouded by addiction, not being clouded by trying to get high, not clouded by trying to get drunk again, you know?
Right.
That's what I believe my higher, or my fourth dimension is, you know. It's in the big book, but like I still don't, there's so much to it, you know. I want to know another side of the story from my guests, so that's why I asked you that question.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool, like when I take my guys through the book, my sponsees, you know, we go through discussions, you know, and I just tell them my point of view, you know, to each their own. Like I say, they might have their own perception of a fourth dimension.
Yes.
And that's fine, you know. That's what I do.
Good.
So yeah. Okay, so the space thing, you're not really into, you don't leave this earth, so to speak. Like
Right.
you don't think of what's up there, so you wouldn't believe in interdimensional travel?
No.
You don't? Okay. Do you have an idea what interdimensional travel?
Tell me about it.
Interdimensional travel would be walking through portals and going through different, I don't know, different wavelengths of perception.
Yes.
Did you ever think about that?
No.
No, yeah. Okay. All right, that's another question I had. And then, okay, so do you believe in the afterlife? Like after we die? Do you believe our spirit goes somewhere else? Do you believe in spirits? Like the inner
I believe in heaven.
heaven? So you believe in heaven. Do you believe that's where our spirit will go?
Yes.
After we pass? Isn't that what Catholics teach? Like heaven
Yes.
and hell? So if you live a good life, you'll go to heaven.
Yes.
Yeah. So how would you not get to heaven? Like what would you do?
I think everybody goes to heaven.
You think so? Regardless of your stay here on earth?
Yes.
Like you'll be judged and then he'll just let you go, but you'll still kind of suffer a little bit?
Maybe.
I don't understand that. Because I had a last guest on and he talked something about the lake of fire, which I didn't understand. I think that's hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do kind of have a little bit, I don't know, about hell and heaven. You know, I believe that too, that everybody should go to heaven, regardless of what you did on earth, because they talk about repenting, right? Yeah. And you're able to cross through the pearly gate, so to speak,
Yes.
and get forgiven. You know,
Yes.
Jesus will forgive you, or whatever being you may believe in.
Yes.
But yeah, that's cool. I believe that too. No matter what you did, you can be forgiven and go. I believe that too. So here's another crazy question off the wall. Bigfoot, real or fake? Sasquatch.
I think Bigfoot is real.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you believe in Bigfoot? How do you perceive him to be real?
I think that he exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come nobody's ever seen him or shot him, or
Yeah.
how does he get away?
I don't know.
I don't think. I think for me that's the interdimensional travel.
Okay.
I think he's an interdimensional traveling being. You know what I mean? Like me being a native culture background, I think he can walk through worlds. But you know, that's just my perspective. That's why nobody's ever physically caught a Bigfoot or shot one. As hunters go out in the woods and they see a Bigfoot, and how come they never shot him? But I'll tell you this, honest. I was 8 years old in Twin Peaks, North Dakota. I walked around the corner of a house and I think I seen a Bigfoot.
Wow.
I did. No lie, like if I close my eyes, I could still see it. It's burned into my memory.
Wow.
And it was at night. I walked around the corner of the house, I was playing outside, not supposed to be outside at night. And I looked down the street, way down by this bus garage, and there was this humpback thing. And he took 1-2 steps, and he was in the tree line, gone.
Yeah.
And he looked like, to me, I thought it was the wolf man as a little kid.
Yes.
It looked like the wolf man. I couldn't see his face, I just seen his long arms, and he was just like boom, boom, and he was gone.
Wow.
And I was like, that had to be Bigfoot. As I got older, I started learning about Bigfoot and Sasquatch. And it's like, so I believe in them.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think they're just travelers. You know what I mean? Interdimensional
Yes.
travelers. I believe in interdimensional travel, but I guess we'll find out once we get there. You know, our spirit
Right.
leaves this body and goes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. So another question is, what's next for you in recovery?
I'm gonna continue sponsoring people. I go to meetings, 2 or 3 meetings a week. I am gonna continue my recovery. I can talk about some different acronyms.
Mhm.
HALT is hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So if you're hungry, or you're angry, or lonely, or tired, those are times when relapse can happen. And so just be wary of that. So make sure that you eat a lot, drink a lot of water, and if you're angry, talk it out. And if you're lonely, try to get around people and try and get out maybe to meetings. And if you're tired, sleep.
Yeah.
So if you're lacking in any of those, that's when relapse can happen.
Awesome.
And then also the green dot.
What is the green dot?
The green dot is when you're on Facebook Messenger. If there's a green dot, that means that that's somebody that's up.
Oh, okay.
So if you're day or night, if you're struggling, look for the green dot and see if there's anybody that you can talk to.
Oh, wow. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it shows they're active, huh? On
Yes.
Facebook? They're on. That's cool. That's one way to reach out, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what you utilize, the green dot?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. What is your life like today?
My life is great.
Yeah.
I work at a job that I love, and I help people that are in recovery. I do evals, I do groups, and I do individuals, and I help fill in for counselors as needed.
Mm-hmm. So now, if anybody, let's say somebody doesn't have a degree, can they just go work there as like a recovery coach? Somebody
Yes.
in recovery?
Yes.
So just go apply.
Yes, if you've been in recovery for more than a few months and you're active in your program,
Wow.
you're active in AA and have a sponsor,
Really?
that looks highly, they look at that highly as a person who could be a recovery coach or a residential technician.
Mm-hmm. So would they offer schooling? I mean, would they point you in the right direction to get schooling, to get a degree?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. That'd be something for you guys to look out there if you're looking into the licensed addiction counseling trade. I believe that's what they call it, right? Or
Yes.
is it field?
It's a trade.
It's a trade? Oh, okay. I want to do that. You know,
Do you?
my next step in life, I want to be a licensed addiction counselor.
Right on.
Yeah. I mean, I just got both my hips replaced, lost 181 pounds.
Oh my God.
Like my life is just, I'm on that 4th dimension plateau, you know, there's more to life now.
Yes.
You know, and I started a YouTube channel to help them out there who are still struggling. You know, that's why I called it the Recovery Warrior. Like, we're warriors in recovery.
Yes.
You know, we fight this battle every day. To me, if you're sober, clean for 1 minute and you get that thought, like, man, I can do better than this. I'm tired of living this life. You are a warrior in my book.
Yes.
1 minute, 1 second, that thought, you got this, you know?
Yes.
But You have to reach out. You have to reach out, you know what I mean?
You have to reach out.
Yes.
And find a safe person. And a safe person is somebody you can go to no matter what. Somebody who you can call no matter what. And they're there for you.
Yeah. So does Heartview have a hotline they can call to, like, maybe if somebody is out there right now and they need to get into detox? Is there a number Heartview can call, or
Just call Heartview.
just call Heartview and they'll point you in the right direction?
Yes, they'll point you in the right direction.
Awesome. So I'll put their Heartview's number in the description if you guys want to know about that, and the Bismarck man down there, or if you way out there, give them a call. I'm sure they can point you in the right direction, because the addiction is a serious thing, and we are here to help.
Yeah, and Heartview does evals every day, walk in.
Oh, really?
So come in at 7:45 in the morning and you can walk in and be seen that day or the next day.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put their number in the description. I don't know if I want to put their address, because I just don't want anybody out there showing, or can they show up to the door?
Yeah, they can just show up to the door.
I'll put the address too in the description. Awesome.
Yes.
That's a good place, Heartview. And
Yes.
it's right in Bismarck,
Yes.
downtown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, isn't there 2 locations? But what's the difference?
There's one on 101 Broadway, one on 23rd Street, one in Candu, and one in Dickinson.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I'll put those in the description. We'll get some people there, watch. Okay, who is your #1 fan?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
My dad believed in me.
Did he?
Yeah.
From the get-go?
From the get-go, that he
Awesome.
believed I could stay sober, and he said, I know you can do it, and he came to visit me every week, and it was 50 miles for him to drive
Oh, wow.
one way, and he was my biggest fan, and
Awesome.
he still is.
He is. Is he a big supporter nowadays?
Yes.
Is he? What's his name?
Kenny,
Shout out to Kenny out there if you're watching this. Is he elderly now?
he's 75.
Yeah, hanging in there, huh?
Yeah, he's doing well.
Is he still a mean old guy?
No, he's a nice cheerleader.
I just say that because most guys like that are hard-headed and mean, you know, like,
Yeah.
get your head out of your ass, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. That's how my uncles were. My dad passed away when I was 3, but I had hard-headed uncles, you know, kick you in the back of the pants when you're slacking, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I did have stepdads and stuff. They're mean, but that's why I asked that too. But yeah, your dad sounds like a pretty good man.
Yes.
Does he watch YouTube?
Yes, he does.
All right. I'll send you the link to our video here and you guys can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that being said, do you want to give any shout outs to anybody? Like, do you have anybody out there you would like
Shout out to my kids, Josh and Katie, and my grandkids, Lillian and Zayden. Shout out to my parents, my brothers and sisters. I have 1 sister and 2 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to all the Heartview clients that are awesome.
Yeah. That's cool. So what are your plans for in life now? You're just going to continue going to meetings?
Continue going to meetings, continue sponsoring people,
Yeah.
and just keep going forward.
Yes.
Staying sober one day at a time.
Yeah. Now for me, that being said, for me it's like do you reset every morning or do you carry yesterday's baggage into
I
today?
have a problem carrying
you?
yesterday's baggage.
Is that hard for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you reset?
I do.
Good.
Every morning. Every morning. You know, I'm human though. It's still in the back of my mind. Like it says something happened the day before, I'll carry it into the next day, which is, you know, in the recovery program we're taught not to do that. Give it to God. Let go and let God.
Yes.
So I do. I reset. Midday, it's gone.
Good.
You know, like don't carry that baggage with you because it's either make or break you. I believe.
Yes.
You know, just gotta keep moving forward. Yeah, keep moving forward. Wow. All right, Lisa. Well, I think that concludes our show here.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and if you guys stuck around this long, I am Jay Rizzo. I am not the recovery warrior. I have brothers and sisters on who tell their wonderful lives of living in recovery today. And if you happen to be scrolling YouTube and you hit on this channel, don't forget that hit that subscribe. And if you like this video, hit that like. And don't forget to tell your friends. And with that, we will pass. Love you. Bye.
Bye.